Welcome back to the Art of Self-Mastery. I'm Master Johnson. I'm going to blow your freaking mind once again. Guys, listen, this is the infancy of the channel. It's not the best jump cuts and edits, but I promise you, maybe a low-quality video, but a high-quality message. I need you to understand, in this video, I'm going to show you literally how telling a new story is not going to change a reality. No. You get to choose the reality through the story that you tell, and then you're automatically going to shift to a reality, where it all unfolds through you, simply based on your new story. Now, if you are just now seeing my face, as I said, this is the infancy of this channel. Feel free to go ahead and do the things with the buttons. I do have a community, should you feel inclined to join us. Live calls, live community, live trainings. There's literally so much happening inside of there. If you want to go ahead and come in, find the link at the top of the page. Money back guarantee. $79 is not going to change my life, but I promise you, it's going to get you closer to me. It's going to get you in better energy. It's going to get you around people that actually know what the hell is going on. And then from that standpoint, it's a wrap. It's done. The only disclaimer I have is once you come in, you're not going to want to leave. It is what it is. Let's dive on in. My life didn't change until I told a new story. Have you ever heard of that, right? Maybe from some other creators. I'm going to break it down in such a way that causes you to be so locked in and so tapped in that the only story that you're telling is the only story that you ever knew. Only story that you ever know. Okay, so let's dive in on this. Number one, when you successfully impress your subconscious mind, okay, your ego has the power to manifest things. So, have you ever had the stance where you felt like you were doing everything right? You felt like everything was really starting to uptick and upswing and things are really starting to unfold in a way that you always knew that they should. And then for some reason, something devastating comes, something wipes your bank account, you get broken up with, you lose the job, you lose the career, you're put in a situation where you don't have the answers, but everybody else has the questions and they're coming to you for the answers, but you ain't got the answers. Been there many, many times. Or you're put inside of a position where you're hoping for a miracle, right? You're put inside of a position where everything is out of your hands and you're almost gridlocked into a situation, a circumstance, so to speak, that causes you to feel like you have no power. Okay, that's what I want to talk about. So let me first explain this. You were not your past. Your past actually is not real unless your conscious mind goes back to that memory that also has a feeling and then pulls that feeling and that memory into this now moment. And then now your reality isn't just pulling your past in this moment, you're recreating it, okay? So if you're taking any notes, or you know what, you probably don't. I would suggest taking notes on all of my videos, by the way. But let me just go ahead and put this, or give this to you, put this inside of the comments, okay? There is, listen to me, reactivity, and then there is responsiveness. Every single time that you react out of the old story, out of the old circumstance, out of the old situation, especially when your ego manifests something to get your attention back on your old self, your old way of doing. If your ego can get you discouraged, distracted, and then another one kind of deceived, if you will, it's one, because your attention is there. Your attention is the life force to manifestation, by the way. So here's what I need you to understand. If you continue to react the same way you've always reacted, then why should your reality change? You haven't changed. So why would anything else change? So now when they say, oh, you manifest what you are, not what you want, it's 100% accurate and 100% correct. And if what you are is insanely reactive to your old self, your old story, what they did, what they said, whatever is happening outside of you, well then, my friend, your energy, your focus, and your attention is intentionally going to the exact thing that you do not want to happen. And the more you say, why is this happening? The only thing you're continuing to do is give more nurturing to that circumstance simply because you're paying attention to it. So this is the second thing you put in the comments or put in your notes, okay? I get what I focus on, whether I want it or not, okay? I get what I focus on, whether I want it or not. Guys, your focus is the sunlight to either the weeds or the beautiful plants. If you are tired of seeing weeds in your garden, stop paying attention to them. But Brandon, I can't ignore my problems, like my bills need to be paid. I understand that, and I get that. And I 100% know that the more you feed in to the neediness, into the attention, and into the simulation or the reality where your bills are not paid and it's causing you to feel a specific kind of way, simply from that feeling, you're creating more lack because your attention is on it. This is how you do it. Tell a new story through acceptance and understanding. It is that simple. Meaning, when you find yourself inside of a circumstance, realize the reason why it's there is because you have successfully impressed a new story onto your subconscious mind. And before you can break through it, your ego is going to throw up one hell of a fit and say, oh no, I can't believe that what they are impressing on the subconscious mind is going to be safe and is going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get SPs, more so, and let me just say this, okay, hold on. SP stands for specific person. It also stands for special person, whatever it is. You are your special person. You are your specific person. The reason why you have not manifested that specific person is because you have yet to manifest the you that doesn't need that person. Why? Because you have yourself. Now, when I say self, there is no separation. So, in order for you to attract love into your life, have you loved yourself completely yet? Have you told the new story that says, I am whole already? I'm whole enough already? Have you told the story that because I am, everything is? Have you said that yet? Yeah, okay. So, if you haven't seen what you want to see, the money, the relationship, and everything else, it's a single reason of this. You haven't told the new story, you haven't identified the new story. And or if you have told the new story and identified with it, then stop reacting to the old one with your attention. You get what you focus on, whether you want it or not. So here's how you're going to go ahead and do this. Stop reacting, start responding. Whenever your body is a lie detector. Let me tell you this, your mind be able to say, okay, that's not real and everything else. But when your nervous system sees that negative account, it keeps getting negative, more negative, sees that person is not texting you, sees that the business is going in the opposite direction of what you had anticipated of, and your body language, your nervous system, your heart drops into your ass and you're freaking panicking. Yeah, okay, so here's how we're going to fix this now. You're not just going to tell a new story. You're going to be still with your thoughts to release those thoughts, because what you resist will persist and what you feel fully will vanish. So if you really want the new story to set in, sit with your ego. Stop evading it. Bring unconditional love to your ego. Stop evading it. Sit inside of the shame and the embarrassment with an observation that is gently trying to understand and or love, until all you get is grace and unconditional love, because that voice that was so loud loses its voice, because you finally paid attention to that voice long enough to realize that that's not your voice. That's your old fear. That's the old story. That's the old scenarios, circumstances, and situations that continue to try to come get love from you, but you react to it, therefore giving it the vital energy it needs to continue to perpetuate itself into your reality. I'm ripping you up right now, okay? Let me simplify this, all right? If you guys are still with me, inside the comments, put with you. Again, feel free to do the things with the buttons. I can only give so much understanding here. Once you get inside of the community, and obviously I get to meet you live, and obviously we get to connect inside of there, and I can go ahead and give you a little bit more focused attention, so to speak, because, I can actually meet you. Then we can go ahead and dive in there. But until then, this is what I want you to understand right here. Number one, it is not about doing more things. Number two, it's 100% about releasing the things that no longer serve you. How do you release the things that aren't serving you? Understand that you're not your past. Understand that these circumstances are because you're doing it right. Your ego is throwing up a bitch fit so that you can pay attention to it. And the more you pay attention to it, the more energy you give it. So next time that this bitch fit shows up, what I want you to do is understand it from an observational standpoint, not an identification. Do not create identities out of your circumstances. Create identities out of the observation of that circumstance. And then from that I am beingness, everything will be unfolding and unlocking and put onto you. Here's the scripture verse of the day. To those that have, more is given. Have the identity and the consciousness of what you are and who you are at all given points in reality. A lot to break down in this video. I got more coming to you guys. For everybody that's, new subscribers or ones that have kept up, I appreciate you. I am Master Johnson. I cannot wait to see you on the next one. Get in the damn community. I'll see you guys soon.